Okay, so this is my first time going live on here. Um, because I tried to do a short on it and it just got so laggy. I don't know why. So hopefully that doesn't happen here. And I just found out yesterday after I did my coffee talk that I could no longer download it to put on YouTube. So I will probably be shifting my coffee talks to lives on here as well. But I wanted to just pop on here really fast. That's why I was trying to do a short and it just came through really late. So I wanted to pop on here really quick because something came up yesterday. Literally, no joke, 5 times. 5 times. I saw several posts from different practitioners and things like that about judgment and saying be so judgmental and this is a judgment-free zone and yeah, 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 yeah. And I get where people are coming from. Trust me, I get the intention, but it's really important that we know the words we are saying when we say them. So let me go back because I had it pulled up when I was trying to do a short on this. Um, the definition of judgment is the ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. Oh, thank you so much, Canes and Crossroads. I hope you're having a beautiful morning too. Thank you for hanging with me this early. It is 6:45 in the morning where I am right now, so good morning or good evening. Judgment is the ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. Okay? Judgment is the ability to form opinions, reach conclusions, often implying wisdom and good sense. Okay? It is your fundamental right to judge when you are coming from a place of wisdom, when you have experienced things that you have earned wisdom in. Okay? When I was holding a gathering at my home a few years back, and we were doing our little, our group meditation, our group discussion and such. One of the people attending, she was venting about how, a friend of hers was going down this road that she had been down previously in her life. And she wanted to say something to this friend because she's like, I know this person is going down a really rough road. And but she's like, but who am I to judge? Because I've been there. And I just looked at her and I was like, who are you not to judge? I'm like, you've been there. You bought the t-shirt, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, right? Like you've had the experience. And who would you not be to judge and help her? I'm like, in fact, you're doing her a disservice by not helping her. I was like, now she could take your advice or not, but you are still planting that seed because you have been there, you know? Same time zone. The rain brought me back to life. Oh my God, same. I love rainy days, cloudy days, all that good stuff. Like for some reason, that just does something for my soul. So I feel you there. I feel you. But, we need to stop throwing this term around like it's some attack of some kind. You know, we have to use our brains, our minds, and make fair conclusions based on the things we see. Okay? We have all had experiences. We all have wisdom. But how are we going to share that wisdom if we're afraid of being called judgmental for it? Now, I'm not saying attack somebody. I'm not saying bully someone. Now, someone's approach may be a little rough around the edges. I know sometimes I may come off a little rough at times. I try not to, but I'm also not here to lie to you. I'm not here to, I don't want to cushion people's unhealthy behaviors because I don't even do that to myself. Okay? The same lens I look at other people with is the same lens I give to myself. Because how am I going to help those I serve if I don't even do that for me? You know? So Judgment is not the same as bullying. Just bullying somebody and calling somebody stupid for whatever they're doing, or you're not helping them in that regard either. If you have some wisdom to offer, if you have advice to offer, if you have an opinion that is helpful and can plant a seed even to help redirect that person's train of thought, thinking, behavior, do it. But don't bully someone either. Don't be a douche. Um everybody here is learning. Everybody here makes mistakes. I make mistakes too. I can't tell you how many times I've had people in the past think that because I'm in the position I am to help that I don't have problems, and I'm just like, no, I do. Like, I'm a human being too. We're all human here, and we're all trying to learn as we go and as we grow. Okay, so don't abuse people, but also don't attack people for having an opinion. Don't attack people for sharing their wisdom, just because it might rub you the wrong way. Maybe it rubs you the wrong way because you need to look at something that wisdom is teaching you. Hey, thank you for being here. I'm big on words. Words are so powerful. Like, I truly believe words are spells for a reason. Okay, like, words are powerful. Words stick in your brain longer than you'll ever know. Okay, that's why they say the pen is mightier than the sword, right? Because words are powerful. Words can have a long-lasting effect. And I feel like this is what limits discussions, like in groups and um connections and stuff like that in groups, because I'm a part of several groups, for my area, because I live in the Summit Hill area in Pennsylvania, and I'm a part of several groups there. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen people just be total asshats to someone just asking a simple question. Like, okay, if you don't have the answer, just don't say anything. It's simple as that. You don't have to be like a bully. That's not being judgmental. That's being a bully. I can't tell you how many times I've seen posts where somebody believes differently, practices differently, and, has earned the experience to speak on it. And then someone thinks they're being harsh or whatever, and then that makes people afraid to speak out and want to have discussions because they don't want to be attacked for it. And it's like, I say, just still speak on it. If you have wisdom to offer and to share, do it. Because there's going to be people out there that are rubbed the wrong way by what you have to say. They're going to have an opinion and they're entitled to it. But that doesn't mean that you have to hide what you know and what you've learned through your life experiences. Okay? So please be aware of what you're saying when you say someone's being judgmental. Everybody should be judgmental because it says that you have a mind of your own that observes instead of just absorbs and takes whatever is being fed to you. Okay? It says that you're learning from experiences instead of just repeating the same things expecting different results, which is insanity. Okay? Hi, Patrick. It's 6:50 where I am too. Good morning. So I'm going to head off of here for right now. Like I said, I just wanted to pop on here real quick. I might even do this more often because this is my first time going live on here. And this was really fun. So I love interaction. That's why I love doing lives, because I do love doing my pre-recorded stuff, don't get me wrong, but I really love discussing. I really love hearing from people. So sometimes you rub them the right wrong way and they come back. Yes. Sometimes I had to really look at that for a second. So I need more coffee. Sometimes you rub them the wrong way and then they come back with, you were right. That's my favorite. Oh yeah, I totally get it. It makes me feel good when they say, you know what? Yeah, that was You were correct on that. Not because they're telling me I'm right, but because they learned. Because sometimes the thing happens, right? And they still don't want to face the reality. So it makes me really happy for that person when they're just like, you know what, this did happen. You were right. I'm just like, okay, it's not about me being right, but the fact is that you learned. So that's all I care about. So yeah, you made them think. Exactly. You made them think. And that is a blessing in itself, seriously. Because too many people are taught to just react out of fear. And when we can have more of us here as anchors that ask questions, that really kind of push that envelope a little bit to get you to open up to deeper truths rather than just accept things because someone else said so and they said it with a little bit more oomph. So now we got to believe them. Like when we can push people to really think outside of that and sync up back to their heart and soul, that's a blessing in itself. That's medicine. Okay. So I hope this got you thinking too. I hope that you go forward in your day using that better judgment without fear. And I'll talk to you later. I love y'all. Bye.